He actually does know, if anyone knows, because he was there the last time it happened. Steve Kerr was part of the last 3 seasons when the Bulls made it 6 times in 8 years in the 90s. They're the last team to do it. These are all dynasties. I mean, look on the screen. What the Warriors are doing now is puts them in dynasty territory. It's the Michael Bulls, it's the Magic Lakers, it's the Jerry West Lakers, it's the Russell Celtics. Those are the only teams ever to do it. And so we spent some time in our first hour today, bring Vince Carter and Brian Windhorst into the conversation as well. Spend some time in our first hour talking about the specifics here. Let's go bigger picture, Vince. Right now, is this the Warriors championship to win? They will get the winner in the East. Boston's got the advantage there. Is this Golden State's title to win right now, Vince Carter?
I think it is. I think they're hitting on all cylinders. They're striving at the right moment. And, you know, real fast, I just want to give Kevon Looney and Andrew Wiggins some love as well, because what Looney has done for this team as a big, and, you know, you're able to switch with the 5 like that, who, you know, as an offensive guy, you look at him like, oh, we can beat him. He guarded Brunson one-on-one. He was guarding Luka one-on-one. He was giving them extra possessions for open 3-point shots, which is huge for a shooting team. And then Andrew Wiggins, we see Klay Thompson here. So let's just talk about Klay. I mean, obviously set the tone for what they needed to do to close out the game. Obviously a big night, and what he's endured and gone through over his career. The last couple of years has been fantastic and a great comeback. And obviously Andrew Wiggins guarding, you know, having the matchup of Luka Doncic, and what a task that is. And, you know, it's not talked about often. Guarding a player like Luka on one end tends to get into your legs on the offensive end, and yet he had 18 points, 10 rebounds in that game, and he played great throughout the series while guarding Luka. And I'm not saying shutting him down, but made it tough for him.
Well, I think that's a really important point. And, you know, Pat Bev, you're a kid from Chicago. You would have been very little when the Michael Bulls were going on. But I was there covering those teams. And there was a similarity here, right? I mean, it was Jordan and Pippen were the constants in the way that the Splash Brothers and Draymond were the constants. But then they would keep rotating all these other people, and that would make big contributions along the way. And in this case, it's Andrew Wiggins doing what he does, and Kevon Looney doing what he does in the same way that once upon a time Steve Kerr and, you know, Rodman came in the same. They find the right pieces around the core group. But the core group is Steph and Klay and Draymond, and they are entering dynasty territory, aren't they?
Yeah, for sure. You have to. And you have to add Looney in there. You have to add Andre Iguodala. I know he hasn't played, but you definitely have to add him. So, and that sounds like credit to ownership and management to me. And Looney, I think he's up for a contract year. Okay, I'm going to just say that. Minnesota. All right.
Well, so you would like to have him in Minnesota?
I would like to have any guy that likes to win.
Wendy, how about it? I mean, of course, they're still 4 wins away from adding another title here. But if they do, that would be 4 rings in 8 years and 6 trips to the finals in 8 years. And the near misses that they had with the 2 that they didn't win, they had the 3-1 lead, they had the injury to Durant. Does the word dynasty seem appropriate here on this morning, Wendy?
It does, because it's the same core players. It's the same guys who are going to be Hall of Famers. And it's actually somewhat comparable to the Bulls. I think it's very dangerous to compare anything to the Bulls, but in the Bulls situation, they were there, and then Jordan needed a recharge. Whatever he had to do, he went away, and then they came back. This team needed a recharge. In this case, it was just terrible injuries that hit them, and they recharged, but they have the same guys. And I would just say, learn from history. And I take my hat off to Bev talking about management and ownership there, because that was a tremendous point. They had to go out and sell pieces of the team, sell pieces of the arena to fund this. It's the most expensive team ever. You know, they are rich, but they are not, Steve Ballmer. They had to go out, figure out ways to fund this. And I would say, take a lesson from those Chicago Bulls. Keep it together. Don't kick the coach out the door.
Right.
Don't drive the star players out the door. Keep this dynasty going as long as they can, and it looks like it will, whether they win the title this year or not.
Yeah, this doesn't have to be their last dance. Go ahead, Vince.
Just one last thing, and like Wendy is saying, you keep this team together. And the beautiful thing about this is that they have some upcoming young guys in Jordan Poole, Kuminga, Moses Moody. I mean, they have young guys that now have some playoff experience and will have finals experience and understanding and fitting into the Warriors culture. So they're in good shape. So as, you know, Clay and Steph get a little older, as well as Draymond, they now have in the forefront. And we got to add Gary Payton as well. So they have a lot of young talent behind them.
As you can see, and it makes sense, being as they're the only team that's in it already, but the Caesars, they're a prohibitive favorite as of this moment to win the championship. If Boston wins tonight, some of those numbers will change a little bit. By the way, I love that. Just remember the name Jonathan Kuminga somewhere in the back of your mind. He's a 19-year-old kid who I think is going to be a really good player. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.